I waited almost 4 hours today to buy a copy of Shadow the Hedgehog. And while I was lucky enough to get my hands on Shadow and Sonic, there were many people who waited just as long or longer than I did and got absolutely nothing. So today I'm gonna try to answer one of the most commonly asked questions in all of Magic the Gathering at the present moment. Is Secret Lair the worst part of Magic in 2025? So like many of you, I was very excited when the Sonic Secret Lair was announced. I wanted to buy all 3 of them. I wanted a chance at the fancy Chaos Emeralds. More than anything, I just wanted a copy of Shadow. And so at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I logged into the Secret Lair website. I'd been waiting for the 10 minutes prior. I clicked checkout at 9 o'clock and 2 seconds and was taken to this screen. Now, I even followed the direction of my guy, the T-Beard, who talked about logging into the website and filling your cart, making sure you went to checkout seconds after the site opened. And still, at 9 o'clock and 2 seconds, I was sitting in a queue that lasted almost 4 hours. The Secret Lair Twitter page literally said they're aware of the current issues affecting the Secret Lair queue and increasing queue times. We're working with our teams to investigate this and resolve this as soon as possible. But you see, the issue with that statement is that every single limited release Secret Lair has the same issue, right? The Deadpool, you name it. Basically, any big Secret Lair with limited release runs into the exact same issue. Crazy queue times, people not being able to get through, and eventually most of the time being boxed out, only getting some of the products, if any of the products that they actually want. Now, I will say that today, most of the comments that I saw were heavily delayed queue times. I didn't see as many people saying they didn't get anything. I was able to get what I wanted. I bought myself a set and a second set that I'm gonna give away for free on this channel at some point. I guess be sure to hit that follow button if you guys wanna be a part of that giveaway when I do it. I'll probably do it in the next couple weeks after I get the cards. Why does Wizards continue to do this? It's the same problem every single time. I think the answer to that question is that number one, they like scarcity, right? They want it to seem exciting. They want this thing to sell out. So for everybody who says, if Wizards just printed more of these things, they're leaving money on the table. If they did that, I don't know that people would buy them as quickly, right? So I'm not actually sure that the leaving money on the table argument is accurate. Secondly, like many Magic products, it's only certain products that have the high demand, right? So even going back to this Marvel Secret Lair, right? Some of those Secret Lairs are worth more than their $50 MSRP now. Some are worth 80, some 90, but not all of them. For instance, the Black Panther foil Secret Lair, which is part of the same drop, goes for $5 less than the MSRP was buying it directly from Wizards. So in theory, your reward for waiting in line was that you got to pay MSRP on these things instead of like an inflated retail on the secondary market. But by the same token, if you did that and bought the full set with Black Panther, you would have lost money on every single Black Panther set that you bought. For me, I think what this really comes down to is if they know the demand is going to be what the demand is, I don't mind waiting a few minutes. I'm saying if I log in 20 minutes, I can wait 20 minutes to feel like I'm part of something and I've gotten lucky and I'm getting my stuff. But being in the queue at 2 seconds after 9 o'clock and having to wait 4 hours just to buy the thing that is still available seems insane to me. It's a waste of my time. It doesn't feel necessary at all. And much like Professor or any of the other big creators talk about when this subject comes up, it's a persistent problem. And so while the products themselves are incredible, and I appreciate that we can buy non-foil versions at stores, the online rollout and execution by a company doing over $1 billion a year just feels like it needs to be better, because the current reality just feels totally unnecessary.